What is going on, everybody? It is your boy DJWars22, and today I have 20 tips for new Diablo 2 players. Alright everybody, the first tip is going to be how to repair a weapon using just a simple Ort rune and of course taking your weapon. Now this is something that I think a lot of people do not know and overlook, but I mean an Ort rune usually looks like trash, but look at the durability right here. You're going to see 55 out of 65. Simply put your Ort rune in there, hit transmute, and bam, if you're low on gold or something, I mean this is just too easy, simple, and really effective. Tip number 2 is how to repair an armor. Okay, so this time instead of an Ort rune, we're just going to be using a Rao, and again here's the durability, 53 out of 55. Hit transmute, boom, full repair. Never underestimate the low runes in this game. Number 3 is how to get a perfect gem from a gem shrine. Now this is pretty amazing. All you need to do is get a flawless gem just like shown here, and then you bring it over to the gem shrine and then get a perfect gem for free. Tip number 4 is how to upgrade your belt. Now all too often, guys, everybody loves to use the gold wrap, right? But when you look over here, it's not a lot of potions that it's holding, right? It's only 3 rows. But fear not, everyone, I got your back. All you need is the towel, shale, and a perfect diamond. Okay, and hit transmute. Now you have simply upgraded your gold wrap. Okay, so let's just say that you've already upgraded your gold wrap the same way that I did. Is there a way to upgrade again? Yes, absolutely. You can get a code rune, a lem, and a perfect diamond. Hit transmute. Bam. Now you'll notice that the defense went up, and now it's called a troll belt. Unfortunately, it does not add another slot, but again, I mean, any defense is cool, so I guess it's kind of a troll in itself. Number 5 is going to be the telekinesis trick. Now, I think a lot of new players, they look at telekinesis and they're like, oh, this is garbage. Use the power of your mind to pick up items, objects. They don't really know how to use it. But I'm telling you, when you are doing lower cursed runs, when you're continuously trying to meet these seconds, I mean, look at the distance here, right? That adds up. If you're doing 100 runs of lower cursed or something like that, every time you're saving so many seconds. And when you go back to town, right, it's the same thing. After a lower cursed run, look at that reach. Now, think about that. That's 2 times every single game that you have saved yourself. It will add up in the end, guys. I'm telling you, telekinesis is an amazing skill for sorcerers. Tip number 6 is going to be buying items in bulk, and this works at merchants. So you'll see over here, I have 1 potion of each, right? All you need to do is hold down shift and then right click. And then boom, instead of buying 1, just hit that. Same thing with Tomb of Town Portal and Tomb of Identify. All you need to do, same thing, hold control, right click, look at that. Boom, boom, these seconds will add up. Another thing you can also do if you want to get these all over again is uncheck your belt, put it back, you see how it's empty, and go like this. It'll go straight into your stash, and then you can just keep buying more and more and more, and then you don't have to worry about just clicking. This tip will save you seconds that will add up in 2 minutes eventually. Tip number 7 is the Halls of Vaud trick. Now if you go from the Halls of Pain into the Halls of Vaud, right, and there is a way to figure out where Nilithak is quicker. Okay, so there's 4 options. You can go to the right, you can go to the top right, you can go top left, bottom left, right, but that takes time. So I mean, instead of like the same way the summoner is randomly, what you can do is you can look on the wall for clues and it'll identify exactly how to get there. First thing you want to look for is kind of like this painting, or I'm not exactly sure, it is a spider web or some sort. There needs to be one on this wall, okay, and there should also be one on this wall, and it's coming down. Okay, so notice on this side there's not really one here, and there's not one here, right? But there is one here, and there is one going down. So I know automatically that this is where Nilithak is. As you can see, that is where Nilithak is. But if we look one more time, just for some of you, who didn't really understand what I was saying, is there one here? No. Is there one here? Yes. So that would not match, right? Is there one here? Yes, but is there one here? No, there's nothing there, so that would not be the answer. Again, same here. There is one on this wall. However, there is not one on this wall. It needs to match both here and here, and that is how you find the path every single time this works. Tip number 8 is knowing where Duriel is in a specific tomb. So let's just say you're rushing somebody, or I mean, they'll probably be able to tell you the quest, but it's kind of like a little trick anyways, right? To figure out which one it is, or maybe you're by yourself or whatever. If you look over here, you're going to see all 7 of the symbols. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? But if you look over here, there's only 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So whichever one is missing from this circle is the answer to the tomb that you need to get into. So let's look around. In this particular case, it is going to be the circle. Notice how there's no circle up here. All right, so just to show you, we'll go into the circle tomb right now. And just like that, it was here as we said. It's just too easy, man. You can go in there and, you know, you can try to fight Duriel. And hopefully you have better drops than I have from Duriel, because I don't ever find anything good, but I don't know. I don't know the situation. You might want to fight him just for fun. Tip number 9 is the fact that you can use other characters' skills. So what do I mean by that? You can't use every single skill in the game, but you can use certain ones that other characters can that you normally couldn't use. So right here you can see that I have level 5 blessed aim on a sorceress. So maybe you saw a paladin do that, use that, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Normally I wouldn't have that, but now I can have blessed aim. Probably one of the more popular ones is the barbarian's moves, which is battle orders and battle command. I got this from using an item named CTA, or call to arms. It's a rune word. It's not that difficult to get. It can be kind of hard if you're a new player, because you got to get the ohm, the mount, and the is, but it's not the most hard thing to get. So here you can see me using barbarian skills, and that's freaking cool, man. That's so cool. I also have the raven, that's from the druid. And just know that, like, if you see another character with cool skills, there is a possibility that you may be able to get it from charges, from wands, from items, or just any type of rune word. Tip number 10 is the fact that Magic Find does not help with charm rates. In my last tips for noob video, I mentioned the fact that Magic Find does not help you find better runes. This is so true. It doesn't help you find runes at all. It also does not help you get small charms, right? I think newer players are like, okay, I'm going to get 400 Magic Find, and they're going to go find some awesome skillers and, you know, get some things that I've been looking for and cows. You will not find skillers like this and stuff like that. I'm sorry, it's just not going to work for you. The only way to really improve your chances of getting charms is to either do lower courage chest, only super chest, or just simply killing things. Lots and lots and lots of things. It's a number game for charms. It's also a number game for runes. Tip number 11 is using the command players 8. Now, what does this do? As you can see, the game set the players to 8. So when you're playing on single player like I am, right, sometimes you want more of a difficulty challenge. Maybe you want to do like players 3, or you felt like doing players 5, right? What this does is it helps you, number one, get experience, but also importantly, it helps with the drops, right? You'll get more drops more often. And I tend to find a lot better items on players 5, 7, 8, stuff like that, where I'm just playing by myself, players 1. And again, man, it helps you so much level up, because it's really difficult as players 1 once you get into the 80s, and especially the 90s and everything, to level up. So you really got to get that experience, and the only way to do that on single player is simply by typing in /players, putting in the number that you want, and then it'll help you so much with leveling up. Tip number 12 is selling items faster. This one really grinds my gears. I feel bad for people when they go like this, right? They're trying to sell shit. Oh my goodness. The quicker way is going to be control left click. Boom, 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 right? That stuff really will add up. You take this off, you're like, oh, I don't want any of these. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Control left click. Tip number 13 is knowing which bale is the real bale. So this is going to be the real bale. Look where the B is and the D. They're kind of off-centered a little bit. Can you see that? Now the fake bale, it's moved over to the right side of the D. If you can look for bale in the word demon. And again, that is the real one. That's how you identify the real one. The B is slightly to the left of the D there. Tip number 15 is creating a full rejuvenation potion. Now, I know in a lot of situations you're going to want some of these. Maybe a big boss or something is coming up. So the recipe to do this is to get 3 smaller rejuvenation potions, hit transmute, and voila. Too easy. That is how you're going to get that. Tip number 15, I guess this isn't really a tip. This is kind of more like awareness. There's actually this gem in the middle when you log into Battle.net, private servers, etc. And when you click it, it'll say gym activated. Now, no one knows for sure if this does nothing. It's kind of like, I don't know, like an Easter egg, but you don't really know what it does. David Brevik still to this day refuses to say what it does, but he says his wife knows what it does, so we kind of think it does something, but we just have no idea. So if you ever figure it out, you will be a legend amongst Diablo 2 players forever. Tip number 16 is getting things out of your Haragic cube faster. Now, everybody has had this issue before, right? Look at all this crap in my cube, right? You want to do like this. Oh no, why would you want to do that? When instead, all you have to do is pick up your chest, throw it on the ground, pick it back up, and it'll go into your inventory instantly. This tip will save you tons of time. Tip number 17 is being able to reset your stat points. Now, all you have to do is come over to a card to reset it. However, that's not actually the tip that I want to show you. If you run out of these stats, which is only 1 per difficulty, there is another way that you can reset your stats, so do not worry. Okay, so there's 4 essences, and one's going to be from each boss, Act 1 through Act 5. Act 1 and Act 2 actually going to drop the same one. Now I didn't have an essence for each one, so this is actually an image that I got off of Google, but basically it's going to be a recipe, right? So you put one of each inside, and then you will get a token. So this token is pretty awesome. Reset your stats and skills. I think it's worth like an usually on ladders, so not super hard to obtain, but just know that, yeah, if you mess up, you don't have to delete your character. There is hope for you. Tip number 18 is if you want a more legit experience of Diablo. So on botnet, as I like to call it, or some of you call it BattleNet, there's so many dupers, there's so many cheats, and you know, just so much BS going on, D2JSP and all this other crap. So if you want a more legitimate experience for single player, down here you see Pluggy. If you go over here, I have so many more options, and look at my shared stash and everything. It's a mod. It's pretty easy to get, and it's just so fun being able to save everything. It's called Pluggy. It's got a lot of really cool things. I mean, it's pretty much the same game with just a little bit of added things. So here you can see 40% magic find, just something that like a map pack would give you, but I don't actually have map pack or anything. I'm sure it's possible, but I don't. So this is really nice though, man, if you're kind of bored of botnet and you just want a more legitimate time. Tip number 19 is silencing the annoying music at the beginning of Diablo. Now, we all love the song, honestly, but after years and years or times of hearing it, it gets loud, it gets obnoxious. Maybe you want to play a little bit quieter. So all you have to do is hold Control and hit M. Here is going to be the music, and then that's what happens when you hit Control M. It's too easy. It's a huge tip, and I really like it. And our 20th tip is getting your jewels or runes out of the socketed items you've been saving. So let's just say you were trying to move a jewel and you accidentally clicked it on top of this ornate plate. This is like your favorite ornate plate that you've ever owned, and damn, you messed it up, right? Now you can't make a rune word out of that. Don't worry guys, I got you. So all you have to do for this recipe is get one hell rune, pretty easy to obtain, a single scroll of town portal, hit transmute, and voila. It is important to note that you will lose whatever you put in it. So if it was a gem, if it was an amazing high rune, if it was jewel, it'll be gone forever. All right everybody, so this is going to sum up my 20 tips for noob players. Again, these aren't the most advanced tips or anything that I can help you with, but I hope this does help someone. Surprisingly, in my last tips video for noobs, I got like probably 40 messages, either privately or throughout comments or emails saying, dang DJ Waters, like I've never played this game. I was a Diablo 3 player, came back to the game, your tips helped me so much. Or somebody who's never even heard of the franchise and maybe just went on Twitch and just needed somebody to help, because I think everybody thinks that since it's a 17-year-old game, there's only pros playing. Obviously I'm not a pro, I'm not that great myself, but they assume that everybody's legit and really good, but there's surprisingly so many new people. I don't know how many, but there is people out there, guys, so keep that in mind, man. I hope this video helped you, and if you want to see another video like this, a more advanced video, if you want to see a specific thing like a character build or something like that, let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe for more videos, hit the bell, because sometimes when you're subscribed you still don't see my videos, which is bullshit. Thanks YouTube, and until next time everybody, I'm DJ Waters 22 signing out.